man who disappeared on his way to visit his family in Westland on Christmas Day. Get the facts on TV2 First News at 4.
This was just such a very special Christmas.
Yeah, I thought so. Would you like to know what my very special gift, my favorite one was?
What?
You don't know, right?
I don't.
When Dr. Baker said that your PCR test was negative.
Oh, God, I tell you, though, my heart was in my throat just seconds before he told me.
Listen, now that we're 98% sure that you are negative, it's going to make me rest a lot easier till your second antibodies test comes back at the end of January. And then, what's it going to be? Celebration. Big-time celebration.
No. I don't want to celebrate. Tom, the one thing I've learned through all of this is that every day that you are alive and well and surrounded by the people who love you is a very special day. So we're going to learn to celebrate every day, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry to barge in. Oh, don't run back upstairs.
Come on.
Back down here, John.
No, I want to thank both of you for having us here over the Christmas weekend. You made it really special for me and my Jerry.
Well, I don't think any more special than you made it for us and our family. Really.
Well, now it's back to the real world. I'm glad your test came out okay. I'm sure the last one will, too.
Mom, I'm all ready. But do we really have to go? School's out this week.
Yeah, afraid so. Your mom's got a job, remember?
Well, tell you what. You have a standing invitation to come back here anytime your little heart desires, all right?
In despite of your lack of any experience, I'm going to have you learn the ropes on a trial contract under my tutelage. I'm canceling our trial arrangement, and I offer you a 3-year contract with a promotion and, of course, a raise.
You're the early bird this morning.
Did you have a good holiday?
Actually, I did. And how was yours? Did you spend any time with the boss?
Well, yes. Chester and I spent Christmas Day at Lucinda's house with my cousin Jane and her husband. And then I stopped by again on Saturday to bring her some stuff she needed to work on with Miss Alcott.
My name didn't come up, did it?
I don't remember it. Why?
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret, Thelma. Chances are I won't be here come first of the year.
Why?
Good morning. I thought I'd be the first one in.
No, actually, for once, you're wrong. So, how was your lovely working holiday with the boss?
Actually, it was lovely, thank you. But it wasn't all devoted to Worldwide. I found an apartment, started on working on making it home, took advantage of some great after Christmas sales.
Well, thank you, but I wasn't asking for a complete itinerary of what you did.
Uh-huh. See, usually when somebody asks me a question like that, I assume they're really interested. My mistake. Have you heard from Mrs. Walsh about Lily?
No, I talked to her late last night, but there's no further word.
What about Lily?
She left very suddenly on Christmas Eve. Nobody knows where she is or how long she'll be gone.
Darling, come on. There's got to be a clue. She had to give you some clue about where she was
I'm
going.
trying to explain. She was very, very upset. She didn't want to talk about it. I felt I had to respect that. Now, Lily asked me to stay on at the farmhouse if I wanted to, but she said she felt she had to get far away from everything.
Far away. All right. That's something. Far away.
Lucinda, I didn't mean those were Lily's exact words. I'm not sure.
What's the matter with you, darling? You're supposed to be her best friend. You didn't get any specifics? You just wrapped her up and took her and left her at the airport?
Wait a minute. Angel is not on trial here, Lucinda. As hard as it may be for you to understand, but she didn't ask all these questions because she is her friend. Now, you don't have to put up with this kind of stuff.
It's all right, Seth. Thank you. Lucinda, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you anything.
Oh, hey,
more.
Mama, welcome to the party.
Have you heard anything more about Lily?
I'm just trying to get some clue as to where she might have gone before I get the detectives out looking for her.
Oh, please. Now, Lily begged me to ask you not to try to find her. She just wants to be left alone.
She was in no condition to make up her own mind about things like that. Now, the rest of you, apparently, that's just fine with me. You want to sit around and wring your hands, fine, but I'm going to find her.
I really think that we should just go along with whatever Lily wants. There is something else I'd like to know, too. These detectives, are they the same ones that found me at Samaritan Hospital in New York, where you came to see me, that never told anyone that I was there?
As the world turns.
Why take another cold and flu season lying down? At the first sign of a cold or flu, take Coricidin. It relieves your runny nose, congestion, and fever fast, and even helps stop them from getting worse. Coricidin D. The sooner, the better.
We've done it before.
Let's do it. Because you're a winner in the Publishers Clearinghouse. Come here.
We're ready to do it again. We're the Prize Patrol from Publishers Clearinghouse. Will you be ready for $10 million?
How much pressure can you put on the tip of a nail before it breaks? It depends on how you care for it.
Skin Science Update from Vaseline Intensive Care.
I'm Joan London, and at Vaseline Intensive Care Research, they've developed a hand and nail formula containing keratin and liposomes. It softens skin, and it makes nails 30% stronger. A fact you can check for yourself. They've a money-back guarantee.
30% stronger nails. From intensive research comes intensive care.
Good as these cleaners are, you can spray and spray all night and day with them and still have lots of germs because you can't clean germs. You have to kill them. You need Lysol Direct. Direct is more than a grease cutter. It's a real Lysol disinfectant, too. Just cleaning, you still got germs. Get Lysol Direct because you can't clean germs. You have to kill them. And now there's new Lysol Direct Smart Pack Refill with the Easy Pour spout. It helps you save money and reduce trash, too. New from Lysol Direct.
The same detectives, yes, they were satisfactory. I'm going to use
Oh, they must have been very good considering they found me before anyone else did.
There were reasons I never told Lily.
Yeah, I know all those reasons. Julie told me. She told me that you never approved of me as being Lily's husband, that you did whatever you could to try and keep us from getting married.
I would take whatever Miss Wendell says with a little grain of salt.
Don't start putting Julie down, Lucinda. You know that everything she told Holden was the absolute truth.
Mrs. Walsh, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just trying to figure out why you disapproved of me. You see, I'm trying to put the pieces together to my life. Maybe if I knew, maybe it would help.
Hold it. I promise you it won't. There's no logical reason why Lucinda tried to keep you and Lily apart. And as for trying to understand why she didn't tell anyone, it's beyond everyone's comprehension, so I wouldn't waste my time trying. Holden, if you want to know, give me a call. Darling, if you think of anything, I really would appreciate it if you let me know.
I will give you a call, Mrs. Walsh. I want some answers.
Holden, you don't have to call Lucinda. You're not going to get any answers from her. It's just like Mama said, it's a waste of time that she has managed to push everyone away that has ever cared about her, including Lily, who she claims to love.
Just a lot of things I don't understand, Caleb.
I thought I made it clear to you that you're not welcomed in this home. I respect that, Emma. Concern for my child brought me here. The need to find some scrap of information so I can find her. That's what makes it even more unpleasant to see you, Lucinda. Oh, It's everything that's happened to Lily, her leaving everything. It's your fault. Yours and Ivan's.
It was awful. After Lucinda got the call on Christmas Eve that Lily had left, she just fell to pieces.
I can vouch for that. She could barely concentrate on anything else.
Well, where's Lucinda now?
When she called me earlier, she told me she was trying to get some information so her detectives can try to find Lily.
Oh, well, that fits. She didn't think maybe Lily wanted to be alone and not be found?
Actually, Lily seems to have made that clear to her friend Angel. Mrs. Walsh talked to her several times.
I think that we should alert everybody today that Lucinda's going to need a little extra TLC.
I'll be in my office.
Oh, before you go, Mrs. Walsh wants us to go over my ideas for the Meridian, Kruger, and Only Olivia campaigns. So why don't we get right at it before she comes in?
Well, that sounds great. But it's not quite 9 o'clock yet. But since you're so eager, why don't you go get at it, and I'll meet you when the bell rings.
Mama, is Mr. Eldridge so strange with everyone here on staff, or am I the lucky one that brings it out in him?
Nope, just you.
Honey, don't you want to say something to Mrs. Hughes?
Thank you so much for the presents. It was the best Christmas ever.
Oh, it was for us, too.
You know what? I want to see a lot more of you since you became such good buddies with my boys.
Okay, here are your presents, and there's some, I don't know, some candy and a couple extra things that I just, threw in there.
Oh, wow. This is great. I can't wait to tell my friends. I've met the DA and a lady cop.
Oh, that was your favorite.
So you tell him that. But look, really, I mean it. I'm taking some time off to spend with the boys after Christmas, and I'd love it if you bring Jerry by any time it's convenient.
Must have been my lucky day when I came into your office to see you. I feel like I made a really good friend.
I made 2 really good friends.
Okay, your driver awaits. Let's go.
All right, everybody out
We can take a bus. You've done too much already.
Come on,
No, go. Don't let him drive.
I won't.
Hate when you do that.
I know. It upset you last time.
Baby. Hi. Gotta go. Okay, well, goodbye. Hi.
Hi. Whew. Oh, that sweet lady. What a tragedy that is.
Yeah, sure is.
Thank
You know, I just think every day there, but for the grace of God. But, you know, I've got Tom, and I've got the love and support of this big family, and she doesn't have anybody but that kid, Jerry. It's just a really special Christmas for me this year. How's Barbara doing?
Well, she's bracing herself for Paul's leaving, and, well, the same as Kim and Bob are doing about Franny and Sabrina. Boy, this Christmas, it has been an emotional roller coaster for all of us, hasn't it?
Especially you. You got exactly what you wanted from Santa, didn't you? When Scott said everything was kaput with Lucinda.
Oh, wasn't that wonderful? That's not as great a gift. No, your gift was really what you told us, that news, that was the best. Then next to that was Christmas Eve. Scott called me Mother. He's never called me that before, Margot. It gives me chills when I think about it.
Maybe he just realized what a special, loving woman you are. Special loving woman, would you like some coffee? I'm gonna make some carrot juice.
You're gonna juice still? Why? I thought your results at the test...
No, I'm not tempting fate. I still have to get the results of my second antibody test. And you know, I'm gonna tell Dawn that she really ought to take better care of herself. I mean, she owes it to Jerry. You wanna get that? Sure.
Introducing a different air freshener. New Glade Nature's Collection.
Give me fresh, give me clean, give me Nature's Collection.
Glade's collection of nature's freshest fragrances. In a spray and a carpet deodorizer. It's different, never heavy, always light to freshen any room.
So fresh, so light. Give me fruit, give me green, give me Nature's Collection.
New Glade Nature's Collection from S.C. Johnson Wax.
Nature's Collection, yeah.
Now here's an improvement, a new, stronger Depend. Isn't that great news?
Boy, I'll say, sounds like great protection. No kidding. Let's hear more.
New Stronger Depend is the only undergarment with Ultra Absorb Lock. Just look how much stronger this absorbent middle is compared to most others. Ultra Absorb Lock holds liquid in as it holds together.
What a difference. Now that's strong protection.
Ultra Absorb Lock, only from New Stronger Depend. Get back into life.
The worst, the middle of the night.
Oh, that terrible cough.
His poor little throat. The best, I think, new Triaminic. That extra coating, no question.
Give us your worst. We'll give you our best. Improved Triaminic with twice the soothing and coating ingredients.
It works.
Fast Cure, Easy Cure. The Gyne-Lotrimin cure for recurrent yeast infections introduces convenient disposable applicators. A new one each day. 7 disposable plastic applicators, only from Gyne-Lotrimin. Fast Cure, Easy Cure.
There's a new anchor team on the Late Late News, and things are out of control.
Hands across America.
Murphy Brown. Then, will Wooly's friends help her get the perfect holiday card for Jack?
What we have is strong and true. But to hell with that, I'm dumping you.
What? Love and War after Murphy Brown tonight.
All those who love great comedy say aye.
I could not believe the gall Lucinda had to show her face at the farm. And then she was interrogating Angel.
Well, she wants to know where Lily is, and so do I. She's vulnerable, she's alone.
Well, good morning. I stopped by your place earlier, and Hazel said you already left.
Well, I couldn't sleep, so I decided to come in.
Anything new on Lily?
You know, Lucinda's got her private detectives hot on her trail.
No, it's just I'm surprised to see you. I thought you and Sabrina were leaving over the weekend.
I know we were, but Daryl sent his jet for us to fly down to Montego, and then everybody persuaded us to stay until today, so
I decided to have one last session with Dr. Michaels, and then I'm off to do my own therapy down there.
Well, those kids are going to be very lucky to have you. Of course, I'm going to miss you. Lots happened between you and I over the years.
Yeah, it sure has. But hey, one good thing, I got to see my pal get married. And you're happy. I like that.
I had a great holiday, too. Although it was a little strange being in your old house on Christmas Eve with Royce and Emily.
Yeah, I bet. Emily invited me to come over, but I just couldn't.
I know, holidays must have been hard for you with Carrie being gone and all. Listen, if it makes you feel any better, I transferred her records to an A1 pediatrician in Des Moines. Really a great guy.
Thank you, Larry. That means a lot, really. Well, listen, I'm going to be late for my appointment, so I better get going.
Franny. See you.
I'll see you.
Hey. Oh, it was great seeing Cal at your house on Christmas.
Yes. Right. Doesn't that prove that he loves you?
Well, I never doubted that. But you know, the whole weekend he completely avoided talking about the business with the Navajo. You know, I don't do that. I don't avoid things I disagree on just to make peace. We were really walking on eggshells the whole weekend, right up until he left.
I hear Courtney and Andy are having an incredible honeymoon.
Well, that's the way it sounds.
Well, they call twice a day and describe everything that they're doing. Well, not exactly everything.
You're exaggerating. I mean, they've called twice since they've been down there, and it sounds like they are having fun.
Oh, I think that's nice if they want to share it with the family.
I agree with you. Sorry to hear about Lily.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim. I've been thinking, it's funny, you know, if I only would have trusted Holden and Lily's love, if I would have only told them the truth from the beginning, everybody's lives would be so different now.
Well, Royce, I'm impressed. Your plans for the retirement village are inspired, really.
Thank you. I'm glad you got here to see them before you left because I have a proposition for you. Given your special relationship to Ellen and Nancy and Mac, I think you might be the perfect artist to design and execute the murals that I've included in the public areas.
I really don't know what to say. I'm thrilled and flattered. I've been passionate about this project, having almost seen it destroyed by Tony Reyes.
Yes, well, I can't think of a better incentive for an artist than that. I've got a set of plans for you to take with you, so look them over, think about it, and we'll talk further.
Oh, you'd be perfect for this. And it would mean a lot to me, too, seeing this project become a reality in spite of Tonio. Oh, you know, with your work part of it all, it just makes it that much better somehow.
Thank you. I'm thrilled.
Well, listen, if I don't see you and Franny before you leave, please give her all my love and tell her I wish her the very best.
I definitely will.
There you are.
Thanks again.
You take care. Thank you for that.
Ah, no thanks necessary. Everything I know about Sabrina's work, she will be perfect. And I meant what I said about passion being a great incentive. In a way, that's the way I feel about my work on the tower. In case you haven't noticed, you're mine. I'll get that.
Okay.
Good morning.
Well, hi, come on in.
I thought I'd drop...
Morning.
Hi, Emily.
How are you guys?
I thought I'd drop off your fully executed contract on the tower. And, Royce, it was a pleasure representing you on
Well,
this.
thank you. I'm glad you stopped by, because now that I'm going to be around for a while, I'm going to need a lawyer I can trust. I was hoping maybe I could stop by this afternoon if you have time.
Sure, just call my secretary and she'll set up an appointment.
All right.
Great.
Well, Royce, now that your contracts are signed, sealed, and admirably delivered, my partners and I eagerly await the magnificent tower you're going to design for us.
I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Excuse me.
So have you two heard back on a bit on the house yet? Or...
Oh, no, we haven't heard, so we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Well, I guess...
I can't talk now. I don't think you should call me here anymore. Given that no one connected with Lucinda Walsh has any idea that we even know each other.
Christopher Ryan of Burlington, Vermont, won't taste our medicine, and neither will Jenny Perkins of Vail, Colorado. Nor will children all across America. And we couldn't be happier. Thanks to new children's TYLENOL suspension, we surround our medicine with rich cherry flavor. It's not like other children's fever medicines. It's made a whole new way, so your child won't taste the medicine. New suspension, only from TYLENOL. Finally, medicine that doesn't taste like medicine.
We take a red tomato, fluffy mashed potato this side of Idaho.
We make a mean lean cuisine.
We take an angel hair pasta, toss it with lots of wicked marinara.
We make a mean lean cuisine.
We take a ooh-la-la French cut green beans, roasted chicken like you never ever seen. Stouffer's make the real mean lean cuisine, real mean.
Lower back pain, neck pain, upper back pain. There are all kinds of back pain. Doan's relieves them all with an ingredient these brands don't have. Relieve back pain with Doan's, the back specialist.
It's never fun to eat and run, to rush and eat too fast, 'cause you know it's gonna catch up with you at last.
For acid indigestion or heartburn with headache, nothing's faster than Alka-Seltzer.
Get yourself some Alka-Seltzer and you'll feel better fast.
Every day.
You have got to tell her.
I can't, not yet. Every day.
I wish it weren't true, but it is. Henry Chamberlain is not your father.
Every day.
We can't go on living like this. I don't think I understand any of this.
Unlock your phone. Quick, turn on the light. Guiding light. Today.
This is CBS on TV2.
I'm sorry. I should have called before dropping by. I just took a flyer. It's because I'm concerned about Lily, obviously. And I've started in motion private detectives and all of that. But I just wondered if there's any way I could count on some help from the Oakdale Police Department.
Lily doesn't classify as missing, Lucinda.
Because of 48 hours. And
well, not only that, but she left of her own accord, and she specifically told Angel not to have anyone trace her.
Well, you know the whole story. Your mother-in-law is just up there listening to us. My thinking is that possibly Lily didn't know what she wanted, what she was doing, or what she was saying.
All right. I can run a routine check with the airline and see what flight she took out after she took the commuter flight to Chicago, all right?
I knew I could count on you. Thank you. And this has nothing to do, you know, one with the other, but I just brought it anyway. I understood that you didn't want Christmas gifts this year. You just wanted contributions to the AIDS unit at the hospital. Now, of course, Worldwide will do something, but this is personal between me and you.
Well, thank you. That is incredibly generous.
It's my pleasure. I think you're very brave, and let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Hi, Lucinda.
Okay. Oh, hi there. Good heavens, is this Adam?
That's the man.
My. Adam. You guys, you just got the best mom in the whole world. And a good daddy, too. Thank you. Thank you.
What was that all about?
Boy, I cannot believe the audacity of that woman to even show her face in this town anymore. I mean, she knew that Holden was in the hospital, that hospital in New York City, and she never told a soul, not even her daughter, that she is trying so desperately to find.
Well, nobody ever accused the woman of being simple to figure out.
Oh, maybe Lucinda was right. I should have tried to make Lily tell me where she was going, but she was so upset.
You start beating yourself up over that nonsense that Lucinda said.
That's right. Now, don't blame yourself. Although I must say, it's hard not to. I blame myself as well.
You know, I think Julie might be right. Maybe it's the best thing for Lily. Maybe she'll get stronger and then she'll come back.
Okay, this is what we need to hear. Julie's wisdom.
I don't need you cutting Julie down too, Seth, okay?
All right, now stop it, both of you. Now just stop it.
Where are you going, Holden?
The therapy at the hospital.
Why don't I go along with you? That way we can talk. On the way, okay?
Good, because I'd like to find out more about why Mrs. Welsh was opposed to my marrying Lily.
So, any thoughts on my ideas?
I have to admit, they're good. They're good.
Why do you put it that way?
Put it what way?
I have to admit. Like somebody's got a gun to your head, or you really hate saying it.
I don't know how long you signed your contract for, but if we have to start picking and choosing our words, it's going to get a little tricky, don't you think?
Not if we're straightforward and businesslike.
Right. Right. Well, Ms. Alcott, these are good. No, these are great. These are great. That better?
For starters. And golly, Mr. Eldridge, now that I've got your okay, I'll get right to work on the real thing.
All right, Neil.
Yes? Did you think of something you want to contribute to these?
No.
Fine. Well, if you do, you know, because that is your job here, you know where to find me.
$10 million next month from American Family. Don't just dream about it. When you see my picture in your mail, be sure to enter. Marjorie Godzik did. Guess whose dream came true?
I'm set for life.
Your dreams can come true, too. Next month, you a multimillionaire this fast. $10 million guaranteed to be awarded just weeks from now. $10 million that can be all yours. Don't just dream about it. Enter today.
When your sinus and nasal congestion feels this bad, what can you do? Last year, you wanted to call the doctor. Last year, you wanted a prescription. But this year, Tavis D in its full prescription strength is available without a prescription. Just one tablet helps relieve 12 hours worth of painful congestion and sneezing.
Guess what? I'll be there after all.
Tavis D. One tablet, 12 hours, and now no prescription.
Guess which of these fruits, ounce for ounce, has the most vitamins and minerals? Yep, the California prune.
Sweet, delicious California prunes. Find out how good they really are.
In tests, people who took Unisom fell asleep 23 minutes faster than those who didn't. You can't buy a more effective sleep aid without a prescription. Take Unisom and fall asleep faster.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
For news that hits home, count on Rich Fisher and Catherine Mahan on Eyewitness News at 6.
And experience the CBS Evening News as Dan Rather brings the world to your door at 6:30.
It's a full hour of the news you need every weekday.
What's affecting you most from Rich Fisher and Catherine Mahan at 6. What's affecting the world from Dan Rather at 6:30. It takes two.
This is CBS on TV2.
Go ahead and pour another cup, coffee drinkers. A new study has some good news regarding coffee and your health. TV2's Jerry Hodak reports on Eyewitness News at 6.
Hey, this is Chapin. Dan McBean from the classic rock station 94.7 WCSX. With an invitation to join us at the Hyatt Regency in Dearborn for our New Year's Eve party. This will be...
He's not going to be there, is he?
No. 38 Special, Waylon Jennings, Jesse Coulter, DC Drive, Mel Ball and Colors, all live on stage.
And me, your special host, Eli Zared.
Tickets are $39. You can get them at the Hyatt Regency Dearborn or any Ticketmaster outlet.
Let's get something straight here, okay?
Let's see what I get something straight right now, huh? You got a problem with this, Bill? You're not coming to the party. Hey!
You know what Mom's bringing home? Yeah, he's big and furry. He's huge and tons of fun. He's friendly and cuddly. He's not shy around strangers. And we can have fun with him over and over again. Beethoven!
He's here.
Bring Beethoven home for just $24.98 and look for the $5 mailing rebate offer. Additional video purchase required. Details inside Beethoven video cassette.
When you wake up to winter, wake up with Jerry and Jill for who's closed, who's open, and the best way to get there. Only on Eyewitness Morning, weekdays at 7 on TV2.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I heard about Lily. I'm sorry. I was wondering how things are going to be here at the office for us.
I don't think I understand what you're trying to tell me.
Should I look for another job?
You have a contract. 3 years. I have no intention of trying to break it. No intention of releasing you so you can remove yourself and your new expertise to the competition.
You don't think it's going to be difficult working together?
No. 9 to 5 is all right with me. I shall be neither petulant nor arbitrary.
Nor vindictive.
No. I say vindictive for when I lose something I care about.
I see. So that's the way you're going to play it.
That's what I feel.
Fine. I'll be in my office.
You're not dismissed. Sean had some figures on Kruger. I want to go over them with you.
Well, my files are in my office.
Thelma can fetch them.
No, Thelma can't fetch them. You see, they're locked. Under boss's orders. She can't even trust her employees.
You and the horse you rode in on.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Thelma, get Mr. Gray on the phone. We've got to start this search for Lily.
Right away.
Well, Margot's test results were certainly a big relief.
Oh, you should have seen it when Dr. Baker called Christmas Eve.
I could hear it in her voice when she called us.
Colin and Emma are on their way in for his physical therapy.
Oh.
Caleb says he's trying to find out everything he can about his life.
Well, you know, the last bit of truth has to come out. I just don't think he's ready to hear it on top of everything else, you know.
Well, I'm gonna head over to Lisa's. I've got to get on my agents about trying to get me some work.
Okay.
I'm really glad that we were able to stay close through all of this.
Kim, this check should cover the balance of the wedding expenses.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Sean, thank you, but I'd be happy to split the expenses with John.
Well, now, wait a minute. It was his show, too, you know.
John, I'll pay for it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And listen, I'm counting on you two to keep an eye on those newlyweds since I won't be here personally to do it myself.
I promise you we will keep in touch.
Thank you.
I think I'll head over to Margot's on my lunch break.
Wonder when that trial's going to start.
I don't know. I can't wait till it's over so Tom and Margot never have to face Nevins again. I mean, you talk about stress.
Well, it's definite. Royce is staying at least a few more months.
Well, gee, it's too bad you're not more excited about it.
Oh, Mom, I am thrilled. I don't think I've ever met a man like him before. I know he had a rough childhood, but instead of making him bitter or selfish, it made him just the opposite.
Well, I'm glad you're so happy.
Oh, Fran.
Hey, I've got a note for Inez. I hope you don't mind.
No, not at all. Great. I promise I will make sure that she and little Susan Lawrence get plenty of attention. It'll help keep me from missing Carrie so much.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad I get a chance to say goodbye to you.
Oh, thank
I just
you.
want to wish you the very, very best.
Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it. So I'll see you guys. This isn't goodbye forever.
Okay.
Okay.
You take care.
All right.
Right,
Bye-bye.
sweetheart. Yeah, I want to arrange my schedule at the studio so I can take you to the airport. So when are you and Sabrina?
Yeah, I spoke with the pilot. He said the plane would be ready to go like 12:30 or 1. So
Oh,
that works
well,
for
that's
you.
perfect. We can all have lunch with Chris then.
Great.
I'll see you at home later.
Okay, Mom.
Sean, thanks again.
Bye, Kim.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, I guess this is goodbye for now, huh?
Yeah, I guess it is. Hey, I'm really glad we got to spend some time with each other this time around.
Me too. I enjoyed every minute of it, although I've got to say that watching Courtney and Andy get married in the Hughes living room, well, it reminded me how much I lost when I messed things up with you.
So funny, I was just talking with Dr. Michaels about that very thing. You know, Sean, when the truth about you surfaced, I couldn't deal with it. But looking back on it now, I realize it was all part of the same problem. My problem. You know, maybe I was looking for some sign of imperfection in you that I could use as an excuse to walk away. Maybe you're lucky that I found it before we ever got married. You know, with Daryl, there was always Carolyn's murder. Plenty of room there for my doubts and suspicions. Perfect opportunity for me to pounce on my search for imperfection.
Franny, I think you're being way too hard on yourself.
I have to be, Sean. Or else, you know, I just feel like I'm going to spend the rest of my life sabotaging my relationships, you know? My hope, my real hope is that I will get to the root of this problem in Montega, and someday, maybe one day, I can have a lasting, happy marriage. Even if it's so perfect it scares me to death.
Well, whoever it turns out to be with is one damned lucky guy.
Bob Campbell has a bad cold, but he can't take anything that'll make him drowsy. Luckily, there's new TYLENOL Cold Gelcaps, the only cold medicine in a gel cap that won't make you drowsy. New TYLENOL Cold Gelcaps.
Now getting rid of a yeast infection is a lot easier. Introducing disposable cardboard applicators, only from Monistat 7. One more reason why Monistat is more than just a cure.
If you need light bladder control protection, like I do, let me share something. I was using maxi pads. They were the right size, wrong protection. Then I found new Poise pads from Depend, and they're made especially for our needs. Poise pads are small, like the leading maxis, but they absorb 50% more. And new Poise has an amazing absorbent layer that locks liquid in. Finally, the protection I need, the size I want. New Poise pads from Depend.
Going fast. $10 million next month. There's going to be a new $10 million winner at American Family next month. You may have the winning entry right now in the only sweepstakes with my picture.
If I hadn't entered, someone else would have my prize.
If I hadn't entered, someone else would have my prize.
Don't miss out. Don't risk forfeiting millions. I'll be handing over the $10 million prize just weeks from now. Hurry. Enter today.
You really liked Jerry, didn't you?
Like a ball.
It's a ball. I liked him, too. You know, when I was your age, I really, really wanted a big brother. You watch out for Casey, okay, big brother? Hi. Oh, thanks.
I thought I'd take an early lunch.
Good.
Hey. I just finished a physical therapy session with Holden. So sad. He kept on asking me if I knew him well before the accident.
Oh.
What was he like?
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. Hey, boy. Oh, where did you get that truck from? Huh? Did Gary do that to you?
Yes, we did. Tom's office said he was coming home for lunch. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, good. That works for us.
Hey.
Well, you're never going to believe who I found getting in a car just 2 blocks down our street.
Does that mean what I think it means?
Well, we set the closing date for late January, so we'll be settled in by the time the baby arrives.
Well, I was hoping I'd get to see you guys before you left.
Well, you didn't think you were going to get rid of us that easy, did you? Huh?
Well, I'm going to miss you like crazy.
Uh-oh.
But I think this trip is probably a good idea.
Yeah, I think so too, Tommy. You know, I couldn't think of any other, I couldn't think of any other way to figure out everything that's happening. That's great. I gotta get away from here. I gotta get away from all the memories of everything.
I understand. Well, at least my 2 favorite sisters will be together, huh?
Oh! Keep us posted on the Nevins trial and also Margot's last test. I want to let you know, I stopped by Barbara's on the way over here. I wanted to talk to her, and Paul answered the door. Barbara refused to even come to talk to me at all.
I think that's just going to take time, honey.
Whatever you say.
Cal told me that Lamar got him to sign up for a whole big series of Strict-Co ads in the Argus. Lamar never mentioned that.
Well, I apologize for Lamar taking advantage of a social situation to sell time. He has become a bit of an eager beaver.
Hey, you guys. Yeah, are you going to stay and have potluck lunch with us?
Oh, that sounds really fun, but we promised Mom and Dad we'd have a quick lunch with Chris before we left. But thank you.
Well, it's good to know now that you two will be safe in Montega.
Thanks to our hero. And if we ever get into any trouble, we'll know exactly who to call.
Franny, please don't.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Hey,
Hi.
Jason Benedict. Good to see you.
I guess I came at a bad time.
No, not at all. I want to hear everything that's going on with the Harper case. I have a vested interest in seeing that they're all put behind bars.
Well, I'll fill you in, but I'm here really to work with you on the Nevins case.
Here, Seth, this is for you. Happy birthday. And thanks so much for showing me a wonderful time in New York.
Hello. Julie. Hey, where are you?
At Lisa's.
I miss you a lot. I was up in the hayloft today. Wasn't as warm as when you're there.
I know. I just still feel so awkward out at the farm now. I can't help but blame myself for everything that's happened.
Well, I don't blame you. I love you.
I know, baby. Listen, I'm going to be sticking around here. I have some calls to make and some stuff to do. Why don't you call me when you know what your plans are later, all right?
You know I will. I love you. Bye.
Oh, good heavens, I don't know where the time went.
Well, I'm the one who's been bending your ear so much. Don't know what time it was.
Well, bend away. I love hearing your idea for the new book. I think it'll be wonderful.
Well, the last two got pretty decent reviews. Didn't exactly set the world on fire.
You know what? That's going to change. I know it will. You feel things so deeply, and you really have the power to communicate that to other people and make them feel it, too.
Can I use that on my next book cover?
Why not? Yeah.
Quote you? Oh, look, I didn't mean to leave this down here like this. Yeah, I really like this. Thank you very much.
Well, a famous author can't sign autographs with just any old...
Hello.
Well,
Hi.
Hi. Who's holding?
Well, he decided to stay in town. He wanted to go by and see Ivor, and then, stop off and see Aaron. He's very attracted to that young man.
Well,
it's funny, even more than before.
How's he gonna get home?
Said he called, he needed a lift. All he talked about on his way to town was what he was like before the accident. He wanted to talk to Ivor about that. And he said that he was determined to see Julie as well. Find out about their past relationship.
Sears Portrait Studio announces our January half-off sale. Act now and get all these portraits at half off. Regularly $21.95, now only $10.95. Plus, get 16 portrait petites free. Count on Sears Portrait Studio for big smiles on great portraits. Regularly $21.95, now only $10.95. Plus, get 16 portrait petites free. Hurry into Sears Portrait Studio today.
Think about your daydreams and what you would do if you won 10 million out of the blue. Oh my God! Miracles can happen for you. Publishers Clearinghouse, the house where dreams come true.
With Russ Beeler's in-laws in town, he served KFC Super Value Buckets. Get 15 pieces of original recipe or a bucket full of hot wing pieces. The KFC Super Value Buckets, just $9.99 each.
We do chicken right.
It's 30 below. You've got a cold, cough. You've got a real problem.
We've added the leading cough suppressant to the proven cold relief of Alka-Seltzer Plus.
I have no sneezes, no coughs, no runny nose. I took Alka-Seltzer Plus cold and cough this morning.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold and cough. It's tough medicine.
Are there some days your hair needs more conditioning? Some days it needs less?
No matter what your hair goes through, Finesse is always there for you. Finesse your hair to beautiful.
Finesse Adjusting Conditioner tracks your hair's changing needs. Conditions more on days you need it, less on days you don't.
Finesse your hair to beautiful, beautiful. Finesse your hair to beautiful. Finesse your hair to beautiful.
That's interesting. I had no idea that you were married to Mrs. Walsh.
Well, it's something I try not to talk about too much.
Well, I want to thank you for those generous checks to the new AIDS unit. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. It was what Tom and Margot wanted, and of course WOAK wanted to contribute too, so I decided I could drop that off and pick up my handsome husband at the same time. We're going to go have lunch with the children.
Oh, great.
I can imagine what you and your family are going through with Lily missing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to live with that for a long time. Excuse me. So what happened? I thought you were going back to my place.
Oh, I was, but I ran into Dr. Dixon here, and we started talking. Told me that he was married to Mrs. Walsh. I didn't know. I'll bring your keys back later, okay? Is it okay if I take Aaron for a walk?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah.
I'll see you.
Well, he seems very determined to put all the pieces of the puzzle back together again.
Yeah, I know. I'm very nervous about that. Because there's no telling where it'll end for any of us.
Oh, I love it. It's just gorgeous.
It really is.
What about the best gift of all is when he called you mother for the first time?
Oh, that was the best. And second best was when he told me that he had broken up with old Lucy.
Oh, honey, I know that's true. Do you think he's going to lose his job at Worldwide?
I don't know, and I don't really care. I mean, I wouldn't be crushed if he lost it. He'd get another job just like that. Probably at Walsh. He and Connor could get back together again, maybe.
Girl, you are an incurable romantic.
Well, of course I am. That's why I know things are going to work out just fine for you and Caleb.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
Why?
His whole family hates me. What are your plans for tonight?
Tonight, I am going to be staying over with Barbara because Paul is leaving for Zurich today, and I know she's going to be awfully lonely.
Would you mind terribly if I were to ask Caleb over tonight?
Now, you are asking this hopeless, incurable romantic such a silly question. Of course not. Go ahead.
Great.
I'm on my way over to Kansas. I want to see the girls before they leave. So.
Well, have fun.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. I can't put the blame on anyone else, Caleb. Even Lucinda. The whole problem started the night I was so out of it over my trouble with you that I let Holden, blind drunk, make love to me.
I love your ideas, but I'd like to run them by Ellie Anderson, our liaison with Meridian in New York.
No problem. I'm excited you and I will be working together. It is refreshing to see a woman your age in charge of a company.
You mean instead of a man?
Well, no, I didn't mean that at all. But since you brought it up, I'll go along with that, too.
And, of course, any phone call from Mr. Gray, that takes precedence over anything I'm doing. Absolutely. Oh, my. Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry about
Well.
that time.
Nice to see you, not at all.
Thank
You know Miss Stewart, of course, and Mr. Eldridge, but I don't know that you know Miss Neal Alcott, new art director. This is Royce Keller, architect extraordinaire.
I'm pleased to meet you, Miss Alcott.
Likewise.
I did some preliminary sketches over the weekend, between festivities.
Ooh. I can't wait to see them. All righty. Of course, I don't have anything. I'm not allowed to say anything contractually. I have no input. Unless
No.
you could give me a Christmas present and let me complain.
Not at all.
Oh.
I wouldn't mind hearing your reaction,
All right.
however. Now, I've incorporated this area of water at the base of the building,
Yeah.
sort of a free-form lake.
Oh.
Emily and I went out to Belden Pond to see the skaters over the holidays, and well, I thought it might be fun if we gave the kids of Oakdale a municipal rink at the base of the tower, maybe even a place to swim in the
You
summer.
have heart. I love it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Oh, it's good to see everyone hard at work as I go. Lucinda, I beg your pardon for interrupting, but I'm about to leave for Zurich.
You're not interrupting at all. Just call me the minute you get there, all right?
Lucinda, I will call you as soon as I hear anything.
I just feel it. I just feel she's going to be there. I had a dream, and I knew it because she felt she was in control, and she... Sorry.
Introducing Maxwell House Light. It tastes as rich as Maxwell House coffee, but only has half the caffeine. So rich, you'll just think of it as Maxwell House. New Maxwell House Light. All the rich taste, half the caffeine.
For thousands of great sale items, these are the best weeks to buy at Sears. Take our comfortable flex slacks. Get 2 pair of these regular fit polyester slacks for just $32. Our lowest price of the year. You save over $17. But hurry, Sears' best weeks to buy and soon.
Because all pain is not the same.
Put the help where it hurts.
Now there's new aspirin-free Bayer Select. Yes, aspirin-free.
Put the help where it hurts. With Bayer Select.
Bayer Select is not 1, but 5 different aspirin-free formulas for sinus, headache, nighttime, menstrual, and arthritis pain relief. Because all pain is not the same.
Put the help where it hurts. Bayer Select.
Kraft singles taste better because they're made from 5 ounces of milk. How do they do that?
See? They take the slice and make it into a rocket. Then they shoot it to the Milky Way. And when it gets back, it's buzzed in with milk.
More milk means better taste, and every Kraft single is made from 5 ounces of milk. Unlike imitation cheese made mostly with oil and water.
It looks like the moon.
Milk makes Kraft singles taste better.
K-R-A-F-T. Want me to tell it again?
So remember, big guy, I'm going to be leaving you in charge now. You think you can handle it? Okay, give me a kiss.
Oh, I'm
Love
going to
you.
miss you two so much. The only thing that makes me feel even the least bit better is knowing you're going to be together, helping each other.
That's right. Mom, Dad, I don't know how I'm ever going to thank you for everything that you've done for me.
I wish we could have done more. I love you, kid. Don't forget that.
I love you too, Daddy. I love you so much. You take care of
I
yourself.
love you
Your
too,
sister.
Sabrina.
I love you, honey. I love you. I love you
All
too,
right.
Mom. I'm gonna
Before we all drown, shall we leave?
Okay, all right. Get out of here.
All right. Safe trip now.
Honey,
All right.
be careful. I will, Mom. We'll be fine.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, boy. How do you feel? I just remember... I remember so many trips on this jet. Some happy. Some not so happy. All with Daryl. Franny, this is a brand new beginning for you. Try to think of it that way. It's what it has to be, Sabrina. It's what it has to be.
Mrs. Wheeler, thanks for coming over.
No, it's Miss. You can call me Dawn. I want to help this case and my friend here any way I can.
Dawn, I think you're going to be a big help.
I've just heard the account of Margot's rape and how she discovered that Nevins was HIV positive. I'm going to need to hear yours.
Well, I'll tell you everything that I can remember. But I don't want this public since I haven't told my son Jerry yet.
No, I assure you it won't go any further than this at this point. I am also requesting a closed courtroom.
Look, I don't know much about the law. But I do know that that animal knew he had the virus when he raped me. If that's not handing someone a death sentence, I don't know what is. Sorry.
Duty calls.
Oh, la-di-bloody-da.
Yes, Alice. Oh, no, that's fine. Send him in. Royce is here.
Oh, yes, the man who is fatally attractive to all women. Hello.
Hi. Come on in.
Hi. Hello. I was just leaving.
Have a seat. Tell me how I can help you.
Thank you.
Well,
As I told you, I need a lawyer here whom I can absolutely trust. The fact that you did such a great job of protecting my interests on the tower contract, even though your husband was a partner in the project, proves to me that I found that lawyer.
Well, thank you.
I think that once you've taken a look at these papers, you'll see why confidentiality is so important.
You're all wet.
Yeah, I did my jogging on my way over from dropping off Ivan's key. It's kind of cold out, but I managed to work up a sweat anyway.
Oh, you know what? You should take off this sweater or you'll get sick. I have one of Caleb's work shirts that I borrowed last time I was at the... I'll get it for you.
Okay. It's a nice place.
Yeah, isn't it? How did you find it?
Iva gave me directions. She told me how to get here, and I wanted to talk to you about a few things.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Look who I ran into on my way back.
Oh, hi, Caleb. Surprised to see you here.
The things we do to control what we eat.
Now you can give in to your craving for snacks the smart way. Introducing Orville Redenbacher Smart Pop. Compared to potato chips, new Smart Pop has 80% less fat and a third fewer calories. So you can eat and eat and eat and not feel the least bit guilty. New Smart Pop. From Orville Redenbacher, of course.
Of course.
Rub-a-dub-dub, pretend you're a tub. Now, would you rather be cleaned by Soft Scrub Cleanser with Clorox Bleach, which safely cleans soap scum without scratching, or the kind of powder that's harsh? Nice shot! Soft Scrub with Bleach, preferred by tubs everywhere.
You, a millionaire 10 times over, just weeks from now. Sound good? Then look for the only sweepstakes with my picture and the $10 million prize that can be yours next month. Hurry.
When it comes to choosing a pain reliever, the makers of Tylenol believe the more information you have, the better. That's why it's important to know ibuprofen is different than Tylenol. Doctors know ibuprofen can sometimes irritate your stomach. In fact, most ulcer patients shouldn't use it. But they can take Tylenol. Hospitals use Tylenol 4 times more than ibuprofen. For effective relief that's gentler to your stomach, trust Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
Tonight, it's one of your favorite episodes on a classic Northern Exposure. Is Ed's first movie destined to become a blockbuster?
Make my day.
Northern Exposure tonight.
Some of the world's greatest entertainers salute the actors, the dancers, the musicians, the legends. Walter Cronkite hosts the Kennedy Center Honors Wednesday.
She came to the rugged West to be a doctor and inherited a family.
I never claimed to know anything about being a mother.
The world premiere movie Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Friday.
Royce Keller has a secret, but is it safe with Jessica? Tomorrow, as the world turns. And Jenna's first Christmas with her new family could also be her last. Roger's got a not-so-pleasant present for the newest Chamberlain. Next on Guiding Light.
When you wake up to winter, wake up with Jerry and Jill for who's closed, who's open, and the best way to get there. Only on Eyewitness Morning, weekdays at 7 here on WJBK TV2.
As the world turns.
This is CBS.